Okay, let's dig into Jeremiah chapter 47 for this deep dive.
Right. This one's specifically about the Philistines.
Yeah, and the text notes, it's from before Pharaoh hit Gaza. So let's unpack the message and some of the really striking imagery in there.
Definitely. And it starts right off with this powerful image of a threat, doesn't it? Waters rising in the north.
Rising waters, yeah. What kind of waters are we talking about?
Well, it's not gentle. It's described as an overflowing torrent. The idea is it's going to flood everything, the land, towns, the people, total
It's
inundation.
like a massive flood, but probably symbolizing an army, right?
Exactly. It's that kind of overwhelming force completely sweeping things away.
And you can just imagine the reaction. The text describes people crying out.
Oh, absolutely. Wailing, it says, throughout the land. Just sheer panic and, despair.
You get that sense of immediate terror.
And it ties that terror directly to the sounds of war. It's very specific.
What sounds does it mention?
Well, the hoofs of galloping steeds, you can almost hear that pounding. And the noise of enemy chariots, the rumble of their wheels. It's an auditory assault, really.
Yeah, those aren't quiet sounds. That's the sound of a powerful force moving in fast.
Right. It paints a picture of something relentless bearing down on them.
And there's that heartbreaking detail about fathers and children.
Ah, yes. Fathers will not turn to help their children. Their hands will hang limp.
What does that really signify, do you think, that specific image?
I mean, it's profound, isn't it? It speaks to a level of terror and helplessness that overrides even the most basic protective instincts.
Like society itself is breaking down under the pressure.
Precisely. When fathers can't even reach for their kids, it shows absolute paralysis. No ability to resist, no way out. It just hammers home how overwhelming this invasion is supposed to be.
So it's depicting total vulnerability. And the text gives a reason for all this, doesn't it? It's not just random destruction.
No, it's presented as purposeful. It states, the day has come to destroy all the Philistines.
All of them. That's comprehensive.
It is. And it adds that it's also to cut off all survivors who could help Tyre and Sidon. So there's a broader strategic element mentioned.
Right, connecting it to other regional powers, Tyre and Sidon.
And it even identifies the Philistines, the remnant from the coasts of Kaftor. So, yeah, the text frames it as a very targeted, deliberate judgment.
Okay, so a divinely ordered destruction with specific targets, and it mentions cities like Gaza and Ashkelon.
Yes, specifically. Gaza will shave her head in mourning. Ashkelon will be silenced.
Rituals of grief and silence, that's ominous.
And the remnant on the plain will cut yourselves.
Hmm.
Another sign of extreme distress or mourning practices described in ancient texts gets very concrete about the impact.
And then the imagery shifts, doesn't it? It becomes less about the battle and more abstract.
Yeah, it introduces the sword of the Lord. This is where it gets really interesting, I think.
The sword itself, what does it do?
It's personified. You actually hear it crying out, asking, "How long till you rest?" It's pleading, "Return to your scabbard, cease and be still."
Wow, okay. The instrument of destruction wants to stop? Why personify it like that?
Well, it really elevates the whole event, doesn't it? It makes it clear this isn't just an army, it's framed as divine action. The sword itself is, active.
So it emphasizes the divine source of the judgment.
Exactly. And maybe the sheer scale of it, the sword is working so hard it wants a break, but it also sets up the response.
Right, because it can't rest, can it?
That's the crucial point. The text answers its plea directly.
What's the answer?
But how can it rest when the Lord has commanded it, when he has ordered it to attack Ashkelon and the coast?
So no rest possible, it's under orders.
Precisely. It cannot stop because the command comes from the Lord. It really underlines the inevitability of what's described. It has to happen according to the text.
Okay, so wrapping up our look at Jeremiah 47, the core message seems to be this unavoidable, divinely commanded destruction coming for the Philistines.
Yeah, using really intense imagery, the flood, the sounds of war, the complete helplessness.
And that striking personification of the Lord's sword. It emphasizes that this isn't just fate, it's presented as a direct order.
Which leads to something for you, the listener, to think about, drawing just from this text.
Okay.
Reflect on that image. The sword of the Lord, this agent of destruction, wanting rest but unable to get it because it's commanded. What does that tell you about how the text portrays the nature of this judgment? Its force, its source, its relentlessness.
The idea of a divine weapon that can't stop until the job is done because it's ordered to act. It's a powerful closing thought from the chapter itself.